Hey, everybody. Anthony Sika here again. I dipped my toes in the streaming water just yesterday, and I had such a good time talking about comics, talking about indie comics, talking about Bad Girl comics and Outlaw comics that I'm back again today. The reason I'm coming to you on this live stream is very important to me. I saw a post this morning talking about this day, April 21st, 1971, the same year I was born. A very cool, inspirational artist, big fan of this guy's work. Unfortunately, this gentleman passed away at the age of 37, but today would have been his 50th birthday. The gentleman I'm referring to, there's a poster right behind me, Fathom. I'm talking about Michael Turner. Michael Turner, you're saying, if you've never heard of Michael Turner before, and I know some comic fans, especially younger comic fans, they're like, who is Michael Turner? I'm going to give you a little brief history. And the cool thing is, I'm going to show you a bit of my collection of Michael Turner comics. Now, the Fathom poster, which is over my shoulder there in my office, that was autographed by Mr. Turner, and the inker, I think, was Bat, and the colorist. They were all at a con promoting the release of Fathom on Top Cow Studios. Fathom was released in 98, and this was either earlier in the year or even possibly the month it came out. But I scored that poster at a convention. I met Michael Turner. He was a very cordial gentleman, really nice guy. But who knew that he was going to develop a life-threatening illness in the form of a bone cancer and pass away at a very young age in 2008 at the age of 37. Now, real quick, if you're interested in the art of Michael Turner, I would suggest you go online and find Aspen Comics online. That is the company that he started after leaving Mark Silvestri's Top Cow by way of Image. He left, started his own company, Aspen, and unfortunately was working for Aspen until the time of his death. However, in 2004, 2005, he was doing a lot of work for DC Comics. Michael Turner, when they brought Supergirl back in a classic Batman Superman run, Michael Turner came and did a lot of work for DC. He also did covers for Justice League, Wonder Woman, done all sorts of covers. Just Google Michael Turner if you dig any of the stuff you see here. Just Google Michael Turner, Google Aspen Comics, go buy their stuff. Aspen Comics, the last few megacons in Orlando, Aspen was set up selling a lot of Michael's work, stuff like this. This was a nice print I got. I wish when I met Michael, I would have bought some original artwork from him. Because I just assumed that he had years and years of artwork to make. And also, the whole deal, in the old days, you see artwork for $50 or $100 and you don't understand that it's going to be worth thousands later on. So, you live and learn. You live long enough and you learn a lot of great life lessons. Again, I am a huge Michael Turner fan. That Fathom poster behind me, autographed again, has been in my office since 1998. I've lived in like 7 or 8 different homes, apartments, whatever, always in my office. It was yesterday's broadcast. It was on the other side because I was talking about She, and you could see She is still on the wall, catty-cornered with the Fathom poster. Anyway, let's start talking. I'm not going to start talking about Michael Turner. I'm just going to show you some of my Michael Turner collection. This is what I found in some of my boxes. Short notice, just kind of, I just had a whim of doing this stream. Also, for everyone who's subscribed over the last day, I went from like 50 to 80 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Twitterverse, Facebookverse, Instagramverse, all you great people. I also want to give a shout out to Mandy Summers, who earlier tonight during her stream, she gave me a very nice shout out and told her subscribers to go follow me, which I thought was super cool. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to show you some of Michael Turner's work. Michael Turner in 1995 started working for Top Cow Studios. He did issue 1 through 3 of Ballistic. Issue 1 through 3 of Ballistic. He was him cutting his teeth in Mark Silvestri's company, Top Cow, or maybe they were still at Image at the time. Mark Silvestri found Michael Turner at a convention and liked his stuff, and asked him to come work for him, and the rest is kind of history. This is some of Michael's work that I have in my collection. Now, you can't talk about Michael Turner without the thing that made him famous, cut his teeth, and put him on the cover of Wizard magazine and the Bad Girl top 10 list for months and months at a time. And in 1995 through 98, he helped create, co-creator, but was the main artist for Witchblade. And here's Witchblade number 1. There you go. Witchblade number 1. Witchblade number 2. The thing about Michael Turner, his pencils, and even the stuff that he inked himself, the cool thing about Michael Turner was when he drew Sarah Pazzini, when he did Witchblade, the early issues, you can see the Mark Silvestri, Wilts Portacio, that whole Jim Lee Image type thing. But the thing about Mike's stuff is that he had a very loose quality. You can see some of the lines. The line work was never that clean, and that's kind of what gave him his fantastic style. And that's what a lot of folks will talk about artists, and it's the imperfections in their pencils or inks that actually create the style that they're recognized for. And that's what gives them their style, their stylistic behavior, the line work that you recognize, so that if you're at a convention, you look across the convention room and you see a rack of comics, you're like, I know that's a Neil Adams. I know that's a John Byrne. I know that's an Arthur Adams. I know that's a Rob Liefeld. I know that's a Michael Turner. I know that's a J. Scott Campbell. Their line work, their style, whether it's manga style or their rough lines, excuse me, that's what defines them. And the thing is as an artist, whether it's myself or someone out there watching, however you draw, don't try and emulate or copy someone else. Again, that's why I'm not a big photoreal kind of guy. I don't do digital, no offense against digital artists, but I don't like photoreal. I like style. And Michael Turner had a style. As he got heavily into his Witchblade run, and he was getting more and more popular, his style became more and more evident. Very, 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 very loose yet tight, lots of detail. And as you can see, his talent for drawing women and curves of women, as noted by Sarah Pazzini, And Witchblade kind of made him famous and very, very sought after. This is an excellent issue. Issue 4 has almost a nice Fantastic Four Galactus hand gesture there with Sarah Pazzini, Witchblade coming through there. Again, if you want to get a good grasp on Michael Turner, grab the first 24 issues of Witchblade. They do not disappoint. Again, fantastic stuff. Just amazing artwork. Big fan. He left us too soon. Would have been 50 years old today. Witchblade number 6. This is one of my favorites. Witchblade number 7. One of my favorites by far. Witchblade 8. If you've never read Witchblade, please do. Witchblade 9. Another favorite of mine. Witchblade 10. Michael Turner goodness. If you're just joining me, I'm doing a video on Michael Turner, who is a comics legend. Great art. Bad Girls, Image Comics, Top Cow Comics from the mid-90s. And worked right up till just before he died in 2007. I think his last DC work was in 2005. Issue number 12. Fantastic. Issue number 13. He hit his stride, getting better and better. Hey, Captain, how are you? Yes, Captain, in my Instagram post, I did have hair, and I also had my arms around Pamela Anderson. So, a lot happens in 30 years. This is issue number 14. Again, if you like very well drawn women, if you like really good artwork, really cool stories from the late 90s heyday, and you're not familiar with Witchblade, I mean, you need to get with it. So, issue 15. Around issue 13, Mark Silvestri and the crew at Top Cow, they introduced a character and a storyline involving the Darkness, which was a whole series that Turner did. Greg Daniel worked on it, and I believe Silvestri, of course, and also David Finch. This is a fantastic cover. Number 16. Sorry about the glare, everybody. I should have took them all out of the plastic. Anyway, issue 16. Witchblade. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll hold them back here. You don't want to look at my face anyway. Look. Hi, I'm Sarah Pazzini. Anyway, co-creator of Witchblade, Michael Turner. Here's some more Witchblade stuff. This is an amazing cover. Issue 17. I have like 5 of these. I'm going to a flea market Saturday, and one of my goals in life is to always pick up old Image titles from the 90s to fill in my collection. I think I'm missing 2 issues of Witchblade. I think issue 10 and I believe issue 24. Issue 10 and 24 I'm missing from my Witchblade collection. We're almost done with that. Got Family Ties storyline. Really cool stuff. Witchblade in the house. Here's something fun. Yeah, there we go. That's how much I like Michael Turner and like Witchblade. We got Witchblade. We got, little mini skirt. She's got all the Witchblade accoutrements. Also, by the way, I don't know if you realize this, but TNT or TBS, I think it was TNT, ran a television show for 2 seasons, Witchblade. Witchblade had its own TV show. I think it was in the year 1999, 2000. And it was actually pretty successful the first season. And they never actually advertised it as a comic book show because that wasn't a thing back then. So we have issue 20. Again, my run goes through issue 25, 26, something like that. And I'm missing 10 and 24. But, Michael Turner could draw anything. When you hear Mark Silvestri and other artists talking about him, Michael Turner would draw motorcycles, jet skis, Lamborghinis, sports cars, and really hot women. And he liked gooey, McFarlane-esque, cybernetic type attachments. No, the actual TV show was a live action Captain. It I believe it aired in 1999, 2000, maybe 2000, 2001, around 9/11 time. It was a live action, and it was pretty decent. And the actress who starred in it was Yancy Butler. I think Yancy Butler from she starred in a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie that escapes me the name of it. It was the one where Jean-Claude Van Damme had a mullet, and he was in like the bayou, and he wore a long trench coat. Yancy Butler was the star of that with him. She also did some TV shows at the time. Yancy Butler, very attractive woman, still attractive actually. I think I follow her on Instagram. She does kind of B movie sci-fi stuff now, but Yancy Butler starred as Sarah Pizzini, and the show was on. I think the show ran for 2 years, and it had all the elements of the comic book. But what was funny is while the show was on, it never actually mentioned in the advertisements, based on this comic book. And again, at that time, probably 99 and 2000, it kind of that wasn't in vogue back then. Yeah, Captain, I have it on. I have the DVD set. I'll show it to you on a broadcast sometime. I don't have it in my office. It's in another room or in my garage where I have a lot of DVDs. But yeah, it's a big box set. And I think I picked it up at Walmart, believe it or not, a couple of years ago for like $12 for the whole set or something. Anyway, more Witchblade. And then we come to the end of my Witchblade run. I do have some graphic novels of more recent Witchblade, but I kind of stopped buying them after Michael Turner because I just really loved Michael Turner. And as you can see, this was like one of his last issues of Witchblade. However, he had a lot of, if you remember, there was a lot of one-shots. In fact, Sarah Pizzini's character first debuted in Silvestri and Billy Tucci's She Cyblade. That's actually the first appearance of Witchblade. And although Michael Turner worked with Silvestri and Christina Z and someone else on actually creating the character and designed the character actually appeared in a Mark Silvestri drawn one-shot. But the one-shot that I'm going to talk about, which is just gorgeous, is Tomb Raider was really rocking in 1997 during Turner's Witchblade run, And Silvestri produced, Top Cow produced a kind of crossover with Tomb Raider that is just freaking gorgeous. What a cover. Tomb Raider, Witchblade, the best Bad Girl covers ever, in my opinion. This stuff is amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna treat you to, I have several copies of this. So I'm gonna treat you to some of the interior artwork. Just phenomenal. One day I'm gonna do a whole series. I'm gonna do a cartoonist kayfabe show type show where I just flip through and review Michael Turner's Witchblade comics. Again, Witchblade, Tomb Raider, Michael Turner artwork, Top Cow, fantastic stuff. Before I get off the Witchblade, I'm going to show you a couple of collections that I have. They came out with some nice kind of like hardcover paperback format trades for Witchblade. This, if you notice, is the same thing as the toy I just showed you. I don't even know where I put the toy. Anyway, the Witchblade toy that I showed you, there's the actual dress and the toy. Again, these are just, Tony Daniel worked on some of this trade too. There are collected editions. There are omnibuy available with Top Cow. If you've never read or bought a Witchblade, go to the store, your local LCS. You can definitely find stuff in the dollar bin, which is a shame because this stuff should never be a dollar. Witchblade was so big in 1997 that Wizard Magazine did a full special issue dedicated to Witchblade and the art of Michael Turner. Amazing. Michael Turner's pencils in here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Again, a whole Wizard magazine, smaller publication, special publication, dedicated to Witchblade, Top Cow, all that jazz. Before leaving Top Cow, as I showed you in the poster behind you, Michael Turner was a huge water sports enthusiast. I believe, I don't know if this is entirely accurate, but I think he was a water skier, and he was really into water sports and all that stuff, scuba, that was his deal. So he created a character which elevator pitch is a sexy, badass, bad girl icon like Wonder Woman, like Aquaman. I don't know why I said Wonder Woman. Sorry. A female Aquaman. And his character was called Fathom. Fathom, which, as you can see behind me, poster. And Fathom's character was actually, the character is actually Aspen is the main character. The title of the book is Fathom. And I know that because I've read all of them. He worked on Fathom, started in 98. And I think he worked on Fathom until 2002, off and on. And then he broke with Top Cow and started his own company called Aspen. Aspen was named after the character from Fathom. If you want an introductory volume for Fathom, you can go to aspencomics.com, and for $13, you can get Michael Turner, Fathom, A World Below. This collects, I believe, the first 12 issues. No, I'm sorry. The first 8 issues of Fathom. And it is, it actually says on it, the starter edition. So Fathom ran for a while. Please, if you're interested in Fathom, pick up this Michael Turner's the starter edition. All right, Fathom, great book. Again, this is a really nice trade, and you can get it from Aspen Comics. So go to aspencomics.com. Here's some other individual issues of Fathom. As you can see, amazing artwork by Michael Turner. This is one of my favorite covers. After the success of Fathom, like all creators, they don't want to be working for someone else. So Michael Turner stopped working for Mark Silvestri at Top Cow. And he went and started actual Aspen Comics. And I don't have a lot of issues of this, but Soulfire was a new title. And here's Soulfire Zero. And one of my goals this weekend, when I go to the flea market, which there's a comic book store there with lots of back issues, is to try and find some more Soulfire comics by Michael Turner. Again, if you're just joining me, I'm waxing poetic about the beautiful artwork of Michael Turner, who started his career with Top Cow Studios and Image, working for Mark Silvestri, broke ground, broke frontiers with his art on Witchblade, his own creation Fathom, and then Soulfire. Aspen Comics is still a legacy company run today. There's artists there who, they don't mock, but they draw in the style of Michael Turner, and they have created new stories based on his characters. And I even think, I believe Dave Finch, Aphrodite X, there were all kinds of titles that mixed in with Witchblade when Michael Turner was there. But again, Michael Turner took his own creations, Aspen and Fathom, away from Top Cow, started his own company, and he worked until about 2005, 2006, doing a lot of covers. He did a lot of DC work. I mentioned Batman, Superman. Batman and Superman, there was a run of Batman and Superman where Darkseid brought back a evil Kara Zor-El of Supergirl. And this is probably, I think, Supergirl's first reappearance since the Gary Frank stuff. And then she was brought back again. And Michael Turner did a whole run of that. He did some Justice League stuff. But I'm not going to show that because, as I said, I'm not into DC and Marvel. I'm an independent guy. But you could see some of his artwork on this trade, this Jeff Loeb trade. He did covers for this run, who was also done by Ian Churchill and Norm Rapman, two former Image Extreme guys. But the thing is, again, I'm not going to show you the Supergirl covers or the vast amount of DC stuff he did, but make sure you check him out. Again, Google Michael Turner, Google Fathom, Google Witchblade. If you're interested in finding that TV show, as I said, it ran on TNT. Michael Turner, his creations, his artwork, along with Mark Silvestri, Witchblade, got toys, got lots of stuff. Again, great artist, gone way before his time. I met him personally. Great guy. Drew women like nobody's business, which I'm into that. And again, age 37, he would have been 50 years old today. So I'm not drinking alcohol, but I'm going to raise my bottle of Nestle Pure Life water, and I'm going to drink to you, Michael Turner. Rest in peace. You are a great artist, and from all accounts, besides me meeting you, everyone in the industry talks about what a sweet guy you were and what a great work ethic you had and how fucking talented you were. And that's really what matters in life. It's your character and the way you represent yourself and the talent. So whether you're making your own comic or working for DC or Marvel or Image or Dark Horse or IDW or Boom or some internet crowdfunding thing, it's good to be honest, be credible, and be yourself. But again, this broadcast was just to bring some light to Michael Turner, who would have celebrated his 50th birthday today, which, by the way, is how old I was. He was born at a good time, 1971. And again, he died of bone cancer at the age of 37 in 2008. Let's totally realize that every day above ground is a good day. So, as he passed away, I'm alive at 50. Everybody watching this is still alive, who's past there. Don't take anything for granted, okay? And remember, all the talent and money in the world won't keep you healthy. So appreciate everything you do. Work hard. Make comic books and read comic books. Captain Comics. Captain, just DM me, man. I'll get you all 5 issues of Oh My God right now. And that's where I'm going to leave this. My name is Anthony Sika. I published my own title called Oh My God. I am going to press with issue number 6 in about a week and a half. It'll be out early May. I'm taking orders for it now. I don't have an Indiegogo. I don't have a Kickstarter. This is a self-published book that I bring to conventions, I sell in stores, and I direct mail it to anybody who wants it. So, Anthony, I'm really interested in your book. I've never read it. How do I get it? You DM me, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Get a hold of me and say, Anthony, send me your 5 books you've done. Or wait till the first week of May and get the 6 books. Or pay me now and in early May, I'll send them all to you. Guess what? $25, get you all 6 issues. No variant covers, I'll send you what I got. But just DM me. I'll give you some options. $25, get you 5 or 6 books. Maybe a poster. All right? So anyway, until next time, and I think I'm going to be doing some streams on Tuesday nights. I'm thinking maybe 8 o'clock on a Tuesday. Or you know what? 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be Tuesday nights. It's going to be TNA Tuesdays. No, it's not. It's going to be Bad Girl, Outlaw, Indie Comic Tuesdays with Anthony Sika. Tuesday nights all right for Indie, Outlaw, Bad Girl Comics. No. But anyway, guys, have a good night. Captain, thank you very much. Anybody watches this after it's live, please subscribe, like, all that shit. All right? I'm new at this. Help me out. If you like what you see, go recommend it to a friend, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Read more comics and go look up Michael Turner. Happy birthday, Michael.